Okay, 1253, good luck. So we've not played before either, no head-to-head score there. Oh, opponent's going berserk. 590 games is enough to establish a rating. But outrated 1,000 points and still going berserk. It might go on berserk every single game, of course. I'll check that after the event. I've no way of knowing right now. But we're just going to try and get castled, then worry about what to do. Sensible, solid pawn structure. Try and get the bishop outside the pawns if we can. So I can do that now, but you've got queen up. Maybe queen across. Yeah, I'll just hold off for a move and see what you're going to do. Now I've got the option of queen up if this queen comes up, which has done. So I'm quite happy to play an endgame, so I'll just develop here. It's generally a common approach how you meet one queen with another. So do I want this bishop out? I'm actually going to just take there. Then I think I'll go slow, steady does it. This bishop could come out now though. Take. Yeah, I think it's fine. Takes. I can block a check with a knight, or I can drop a knight or a bishop back. But I want to just try and get the bishop outside the pawn chain and then look to castle. Okay, so I'm going here. We can maybe develop with a check. We can take, check, block, but we're not gaining anything. Okay, very aggressive. I don't want to oversimplify. So I think I'm going to come back here and encourage h4. Then I might trade. But I don't want to simplify it completely. Oh, that's got to be a mistake. I think I just take there and then take here. So if you take, you're going to get the rook trapped in the corner, I think. Just a little bit too aggressive there. Okay, let's just take the rook. Just trying to double check I'm not missing something obvious here. I think I just take there. Obviously you can take and rook take, so there is that, but we'll try and keep our bishop if we can. So bishop back, pawn down. Maybe I can just take here. I'll just jump somewhere. Where do we want to go? I like the look of going here because we get tempo hitting a pawn. So I'm going to go here. The knight's got no infiltration in one move, and I've got bishop up as well as a development move, or take if you push. But I'm just still trying to get castled. Yeah, he does take. So I will take back. I'm still looking at bishop up. We're up a lot of material. So now we can guarantee getting a piece off the board, which lowers risk. What do I want to do? I can take here. Am I getting my bishop trapped if I take here though? Actually, I might be. So I'm actually just going to drop back this way. I'm still just trying to get castled and get my king safe and get both rooks into play. Okay, knight comes down. I am not bothered one little bit if you take that. I want you to take that. I do have a check, but I'm not winning material, so I'll just get castled. Knight takes, we just take back. Okay, comes forward. So we could bring the bishop up. We can grab a pawn. I think we just take the pawn and come forward here. Okay, just pop the bishop forward. Excuse me. Okay, so we could just take here. I'm not seeing anything particularly better. Can I protect this and come across? I don't think so. I was going to push a pawn there just so I've got an emergency square, but there is a light squared bishop, so not perfect. Oh, now that's coming off. Okay, that's what I want. I want to trade pieces, so now I'm just going to trade this one as well. And then we're just up a clean rook. It is still possible to blunder, of course, but I'll drop the knight back to keep this pawn under pressure, so if the knight moves, we can win the pawn. Otherwise, just common sense moves, maybe pawn up here. Excuse me. Yeah, I like the idea of trying to release the rooks now. Get the pressure off this pawn. Try and activate the rook, get the other rook into play. We've got that emergency square. So let's take and hit this pawn. Okay, knight there. We could take here. We can take here. Across, rook over. You could take here, but if I take, either way you're going to get potentially protected past pawn, so I've still got to pay a little bit of attention. I think I can activate this rook now. Have I got anything better? Maybe actually I come across and hit the knight and then take the pawn here. That's better, I think. Because we attack the knight and then we can try and take the pawn next move. I'm not in any rush, I just want to try and win the game. I'm not really too fussed how I win it. Yeah, so that's, like I say, the one potential. Now, is there a trick somewhere? Takes, and knight check. So there could be if I play knight here. I could just take the pawn. Knight here sets up a trick, but you have to move next move. So what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to take the pawn. Actually, it still sets it up, doesn't it? I'm still... Well, not really. I can drop the knight back. It's fine to take. It's not the same tactic, but it's fine to take. Okay, the rook's gone across. So rook over, takes, knight check and back is a concept. I've got rook right across. I just got to pay attention to this pawn. Yeah, I'm going to bring this knight back. Try and come in, make sure I can sack the knight for the pawn if I need to. I just takes there. Okay, now I'll go here and stop the rook coming back. Okay, play rook across. Knight comes down. I could obviously check and sack here, that's perfectly good. I don't need to, but I might do that. I mean, I could play pawn up as well and kick the knight. But it's probably easier and safer just to sack there, just to take away that little bit of risk. Yeah, I'm going to do that, just to take away that little bit of risk. Then we just have to be sensible and not blunder something really crazy. So let's just start marching forward now. I missed a check there, didn't I? I just realised when the king went here. Like I say, I'm not too bothered, I just want to win the game. So trying to set up a stalemate. Let's just go forward. It's not a bad effort at all, is it, considering the rating gap and gone berserk as well? Okay, goes back. So I'm going to drive the king a bit further back. I'm just trying to gradually march forward, get there eventually. Okay. Just step up. It's good endgame training for my opponent. They start practicing basic piece coordination. So drive the king back again. It doesn't really matter if I lose either of these pawns. I'll keep these three intact, give up that one, and just, like I say, gradually come forward. I've just got to pay attention that I don't blunder a really sloppy stalemate. It does happen. There's nothing wrong with my opponent playing on just in case. It does happen. Again, I'm just making sure the king does have a legal move, so a rook sack doesn't give a stalemate. Okay, now I'll go here. Now we're threatening the actual checkmate, so we do have knight to block. If the rook takes, we can take and there's no stalemate. So I'm just going to block there. We cover this square as well. And again, the king's got moves, so there's no stalemate. So we just take the rook and it'll be checkmate next move. But good effort by my opponent there for the rating gap, and considering they've gone berserk as well. That's not a bad effort at all, is it? Let's put that one through the engine. That was 51 moves. Doesn't really matter what the figures say. It was a relatively comfortable game, of course, so... But say for my opponent, that was a pretty decent effort. So we have blundered in the game somewhere. What did we do? Oh, that was when I could have, the king went here and I could have won the rook. I saw that at the time, didn't I? Yeah, I saw that just because I was playing quickly there. So I was aware of that one. So let's see what the final figures are. It's almost done there, as you can see. So we played 95%. That was our only blunder there. We just moved a bit quick and we missed that. We could have won the rook there. 88% for opponent. My centre pawn loss is 31. That's right in line with my average at 32. 50 for my opponent. It's not a bad effort at all, is it? Not bad. Well done.